All right, people. Long day here in the shop, but well, we got her done. Let me show you what I got here. So here you're looking at the 86 door off the Dodge Ram, and this is the roadmap to success. As you see, I've got all the highs and lows down. I got a very, very light film of body filler on here, just to take care of the some of the imperfections. I'm telling you right now, this is done with 80 grit before the 2K primer, and let me tell you right now, this baby's good. I got a little spot putty here where it needs just any little bitty imperfections. We've got this baby really looking good. Even on the lower end of the door, you can see how smooth, and the highs and lows, everything is looking really nice. I'm feeling all the body lines. I'm trying to say the situation is saying you can feel more with your hands than you can your eyes in this scenario. But just to let you know, we've got this door. This is the worst part of this truck, and we've got this door completely. Body work is done on it with the only 3 spots here I've got to tack weld and close these gaps up, so I can put the West Coast mirrors on it. But let me tell you something. I've got to travel tomorrow. I've got to go down to Texas, but I wanted to get this finished today. I went and put some wood in the shed, and I got this door looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself. So just to let you know, people, if you think to yourself, I don't know if I can do body work, you can do it. You just need to get the blueprint and the roadmap to success and say to yourself, what are the steps? You know, what are the steps that I need to take over there at the compound or at your compound in order to get a situation like this where you have a beautiful door or body work on your vehicle, and you say to yourself, how do I get to that success right there? And I'll tell you, the first thing you need to realize is it's a mindset, people. You've got to go get some education. YouTube, the University of YouTube is free. I personally would recommend a fella named Pete Hughes. He's out of Moab, Utah now. He used to be out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's been doing paint and body for over 43 years. He's one of the best that I've ever seen. And how do I put this? That's the last 4 years I've been going to his classes at night class, and I've been getting her done and getting her done and getting her done. So we can say, take a look at what we got, people. Now, to the untrained eye, you'd say, oh, you got bare metal and this and that. Listen, I'm gliding my hand over this, and this feels like, it feels just like an air hockey table. That's how smooth this is. But don't let the dust on my shirt fool you. Make sure and do not forget to wear a respirator, people. You want to wear something to protect yourself from all that dust. As you notice, my face around my nose and mouth area is clean. It isn't all dusty, and I'm not going to be coughing up polyester filler or anything else. But I'm telling you right now, this is a wonderful situation, and the situation says we're getting ready to put some self-etch primer on it, and then what I'm going to do is basically put this away for the next couple of days while I'm gone, and when I get back, we are going to finish out the bottom side of the doors and get all the little things done underneath that need done. And then what we'll do is we'll be in a situation that says we're ready. We're ready for getting this door put in 2K primer as soon as the weather changes. And we'll have to go through the process again. And we'll have to hand sand it and hand block it out. We'll wind up blocking it out with 180 and 320 once the 2K primer's on it. But like I said, we have to fill in these holes with the MIG welder. I just ain't got time before I leave, or they'd be done. The main thing was I wanted to get this body work done so that the lion's share of it's over with. And once, what you want to do, people, here's the situation. when you're doing body work like this, and you find you see the electric dent puller over here in the background that I used to get your low spots up, and you don't want to put a ton of body filler in. You just want to use just a skim coat to level things out, get rid of all the little pimples and imperfections. We've been through that, but the other scenario is when you do that and you do your body work, the Bondo, when you put it down, or your filler, so to speak, it's going to have a skin coat on it. That is the hardest part to get off. So the best recommendation to do that, in my opinion, is to hit it with a flat board with, like this here. Hit it with this. Now this is 180, but you can start out with 36 grit just to level it. And as you see, like here, there was a couple spots that, like, when you see it's still dark there and you've blocked it out with this long block, then you know that's a low spot. You have to come back in and just fill it back in a little bit and then keep hitting it. The other thing is when you're using your Bondo spreader, so to speak, okay, you don't just come across it flat. If you've got a low spot, cup it like this. Cup it and then come across the panel, and it'll keep it more towards the center. So once you break it down with 36 grit, go ahead and hit it with the 80 grit until you get it fine-tuned like I have it here. And then what you're going to want to do is put it in 2K primer, three coats of 2K primer, maybe 2 or 3. And then that's a sandable primer. And then you're going to want to start out with 180, block it out, use your guide coat, take a flat black and just kind of stripe it. Use your guide coat, hit it with the 180 with the same blocks. You're not going to use power tools once you get to that stage. Okay, this is for doing body work early on. Okay, but once you get to that stage where you're hitting it with 180 on the 2K primer, you'll get it all squared away, and then what you'll do is you'll hit it with the 320, and it's basically ready for paint. And then again, that'd be something where before I paint it, I'll probably put it in an epoxy sealer. Epoxy sealer, which they call epoxy primer, but it's really a sealer, people. It's not a primer that you sand. That goes on real thin and it goes on real smooth. And that's basically saying we're ready for paint. But we won't put that on until 36 hours before we're ready to paint the truck. So at the end of the day, stay tuned. We have a nice door here. We're going to get the door in good shape, and we'll get back to you on it, and we will say, after we get back from this job, we are going to resume all these body pieces. We're going to start with, I'll probably get the other door up here, which is pretty much flawless. The other door, there's no dings or anything in it. And we'll get that done, the 2 fenders, and then, of course, the hood. And the box will be last, okay? That's going to be a driveway project in the better weather. But, all right, people, I'll give you one last look. Remember, your roadmap to success says, if you're not doing anything, you're not going to make no mistakes, but you're not going to get nothing done either. You only fail, people, if you don't try. If you're never going to try something, you're already a failure. So make sure you get out in your shop today. Make sure you try, look up on YouTube University and get you a couple courses. And actually, don't just look at the courses and say, I studied it. You got to get out there and actually put your hands on something and put it to practice. This is your boy, Bry. I'm in the shop, and I'm making it happen. I got to go.